Hello and welcome to Bird Talk Radio. I am your host, Joshua Martin. I'll be going over the games, the scores, and, everything Philadelphia Eagles. Go Birds. Now let's start the show. Hello and welcome to another edition of Bird Talk Radio. We just had a beautiful ending to week 2. Kind of beautiful, I don't know. But there was really good games this past Sunday. Really good comebacks, a lot of good comebacks. Jets and Browns. Jets came back. Joe Flacco might be elite. I know that was a big question back in the day. Dolphins came back, and there was another comeback story. I think it was the Cardinals and the Raiders. 3 great games. If you got to see them live, congratulations to you. You got to see some beautiful football action. But we'll start out with some Thursday night football. All you people do is just download an app called Amazon Prime Video, and you can watch it there. That's how you do it. That's how you watch the game, folks. But it was a beautiful game. I didn't get to watch it, sadly, but it was a beautiful game. Beautiful game. Justin Herbert, he's a dog. He's a dog. And I had the Chargers winning that game, but it was the Chiefs came out on top, 27-24 on that one. Justin Herbert threw 33 of 48, 334 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. This is just every day for him. He had some good news. Good news on his ribs. They're not broken. But the same doctor that worked on Tyrod Taylor a year ago and punctured a rib or punctured something with an injection and took him out for the season. He's the same doctor that's working on Justin Herbert right now, so hopefully nothing bad will go wrong again. But yeah, no broken ribs. I don't know if he's playing this next Sunday against the Jaguars. I don't know who they're playing. But he should be good to go if they want to play him, but I think he should sit out next week. Just let him rest. He got a big shot on the ribs. So let him sit for a little bit. And then we'll go to the 1 o'clock schedule. Like I said, the Jets and the Browns, that was a really good game. Nick Chubb did really good. He had 3 rushing touchdowns. So whoever has him on fantasy, this guy, should have had a decent weekend with him, I guess. Commanders and Lions. I told you guys the Lions were legit, and I told you they were going to win. That team's actually looking pretty good, and all respects to the head coach, Dan Campbell. He's a very, very footballish type of guy. Just want to get out there and just be hard and heavy against the other teams. If you guys don't have him already, I mean, he should already been picked up maybe 2nd, 3rd round of your fantasy. But Amar St. Brown, he's a wide receiver. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, so he's a wide receiver. He had 2 carries for 68 yards rushing, but he also had 9 receptions, 116 receiving yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns. So that is probably the number 1 for the Lions on the team right now, besides DeAndre Swift. I think Swift he took that game off because he had a huge game against the Eagles first week. But he took that game off, I believe. So St. Brown was the number 1 guy this past weekend for the Lions. He played really good, outstanding for them. So the Lions are 1-1. Commanders lost that game. Carson Wentz didn't look too bad. 337 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. They just didn't. The Lions were active that whole game, and the Washington was missing that first 2 quarters. They weren't there. They turned it on the last half, but just couldn't catch up. Buccaneers and Saints, that was a little bit of a boring game until the 4th quarter. That's when that fight happened. Tom Brady got pissed off, and you unleashed the man. Unleashed the man. They got 17 points in the 4th, and just made it very hard for the Saints to come back and do anything for that game. Panthers and Giants, battle of mediocres. Giants won, I guess. I guess the Panthers aren't going to be good. I'm so sorry for Baker, but I think your time is done. I think you're officially the backup, or the backup that's going to be tossed around for every team to have, just to fill in that spot until they get their franchise quarterback. Christian McCaffrey looked decent, 15 carries, 102 yards. Saquon, it wasn't like he was in the first week. I don't know what to say. Patriots and Steelers, that was a decent game too. More of a defensive battle between both of those teams because they both got really good defenses. TJ Watt's out. He's going to be out for 6 weeks, I think it is, with a torn pectoral. So you heard it first here on Bird Talk Radio last week that he did have a torn pectoral. I don't know if you actually heard it here first, but I gave you that news last week. But now it's official that he's going to be gone for 6 weeks. If you guys haven't picked up Nelson Aguilar on the Patriots, he might be a good pickup for you guys on wide receiver spots if you're missing that flex, or if you need someone just to get some points. He had 6 receptions, 110 yards, 1 touchdown. He was looking really nice. Let's see. Colts and Jaguars. I don't know what's up with the Colts, but they're just ass. Colts are bad. I'm sorry to say it. They're just bad. I think you're going to pick up your microphone on that one. But the Matt Ryan's terrible. Matty Ice is gone. And I told you last week they can't rely on Jonathan Taylor every single game. And this man just had a terrible game last week. Trevor Lawrence looked nice, 25 of 30. Really high completion percentage. 235 passing yards. That's a really decent game if you're a professional quarterback. That's a really decent game. 2 touchdowns. They blew the Colts out 24-0. Beautiful game. Beautiful game. I would love to see the Jacksonville Jaguars back in the hunt. I think Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback, but he's in a Andrew Luck position, I would say. Kinda, not really. But he has that stature, that stature to create a team to go flip side and make them just that raw, because Trevor Lawrence is supposed to be a generational quarterback, but I don't know. We'll see what happen. Last year was a fluke. They had a terrible head coach, Urban Meyer. I think Doug Peterson's a really head coach. He brought the Eagles to a Super Bowl championship win. I don't think it was Frank Reich and Carson Wentz. I think it was Doug Peterson, Carson Wentz, and Doug Peterson's play calling and his very obscured, I guess, play calling and just the cojones that he had. I think it was a culture that we had in Philly, but we have a new culture in Philly. It's a really nice culture I like. And then the last game in the 1 o'clock spot, Dolphins and Ravens. You want to pick up your microphone, I guess? I got someone on A1. And we can pull up that first image, Katie. And we can talk about the game, I guess. Because that first image, you ready to see the first image?
What did you put down?
Before we get into that, well, I guess we can pull up. Yeah, there's the first image.
Deuces.
He's going to get fined. I don't know. Didn't they fine him for throwing up the peace sign?
No.
Okay, never mind then. Because I remember he had that one glove where he opened his whole hand, and it was white everywhere, but it was black on the right here on the index and the middle finger to make it look like a peace sign. That was cool. He had a really nice game. 11 receptions, 190 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. He's fast. Tua still underthrew both of those deep balls.
Oh my goodness.
That's just me being a critic.
That's you being a hater.
Yeah. I just want Lamar Jackson to come to Miami.
No.
If Lamar Jackson came to Miami, I would be a Miami fan. I'd get a Lamar Jackson jersey right away.
He should go to Philly.
Nah, I like Jalen Hurts.
Nah, I think
I'm
Lamar
a Jalen Hurts
better.
fan because his connection with A.J. Brown, I think that's going to be – they have a special connection.
And
then
Lamar's
obviously Devontae and Devontae's him being Alabama alma mater. They have a special relationship there. Tua Tagovailoa, 36 of 50, 469 passing yards and 6 tuds
Hot damn.
with 2 interceptions.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
Playing. I'm playing. But yeah, he had 6 tuds. Really nice. One shy of the NFL passing touchdown all-time thing. I think the all-time is 7 touchdowns.
Yep.
No one can get to 8. But Lamar Jackson, my man. Oh, it's not charging. My man, Lamar Jackson. 3 touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns, because wait for this. 318 passing yards, but he also had 9 carries for 119 yards and 1 rushing touchdown. That 1 rushing touchdown was nice. I think it was like 76 yards or something like that. Just straight up the middle and then cut to the right side. Do a little somersault. Please don't get injured, Lamar. That was a beautiful game. That was a really, really good game to watch. Dolphins or Ravens, they always go at it with one another every single year. It's always like they play the first week or first 2 weeks in this year for whatever reason. But that was a really good game. 21-point deficit comeback. It was the largest since 2005 against the Bills. Dolphins' largest comeback. And then we go to the 4 o'clock schedule games. Rams and the Falcons. The Falcons almost came back. Oh, wait. We can pull up the next image. Actually, I'm sorry. Pull up the next image of the Dolphins one because I had some other stuff for there. I was supposed to talk about Tua. There's Tua. Ball slipping out of his tiny little hands.
Enough to get 469 yards.
Yeah.
That's
I wish I had the fastest man on my team.
Oh, AJ Brown and Smith ain't good enough.
No, he's perfect.
Oh.
Just wait till tonight.
Here come the excuses.
I'm scared for tonight, actually. Let's pull up that next video. All right, this was last week, but this is always just fun to play. That's always just fun to play. Let's get the ISO back on us, and then we can wrap this things up. Talk about the 4 o'clock schedule. Falcons almost came back 28-3 deficit. They almost broke the curse, but they didn't. Stafford looked like Stafford, I guess, again. 27-36, 272 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. Looking nice. Cooper Kupp, always good as usual. 49ers and Seahawks, some sad news on the 49ers side. And the Seahawks side, actually, too. I'll start with the 49ers first. We lost Trey Lance. He has a season injury, ankle surgery he has to work on. He's going to be out, so at least they have Jimmy G again for that one last year. Sad to see him go. I know he had a rough start week 1, but the rain was terrible. I know they had weather issues again this past week. So really rough start for him this year. Sad. And then also for the Seahawks, we lost Jamal Adams for the year. I think it was a knee injury. I don't remember what it was. But we lost him for the year. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Geno Smith looked really nice. I'll say that. Yes, he looked really nice against the Broncos, but I knew the Broncos were going to be terrible this year. Russell Wilson is not that guy. He's terrible. He's god-awful. Put me on any live network station, I'll say that on there too. He's god-awful.
But didn't he lead them back to the win?
Oh, wow. He won against the Houston Texans and Davis Mills.
He still led them to the win, though.
Oh, God. Okay. At halftime, it was 6-6. They were down 9-6 against the Texans. Russell Wilson, 14 of 31, 219 passing yards, 1 touchdown. You paid this man $250 million just to do that. I'm so sorry. He gave me 2.2 points for Jerry Jeudy. About to lose on $20 because of him. Bengals and Cowboys. Can you please give Joe Burrow an offensive line? He's about to be on pace for 111 sacks this year. I think that's what the number was. That's an insane number. I think the record is like 70. And he's on pace for 111 sacks. Cardinals and Raiders, that was a good game. Kyler Murray actually looked pretty good, but he always does his little jumbling around, scrambling around. That's all he's good for.
Still won.
Yeah. Devontae Adams looked really nice, I thought. I know he has one receiving touchdown. Packers and Bears, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones looked really nice. 15 carries, 132 rushing yards, and 1 touchdown. Justin Fields, he just needs a new team. He's a really good quarterback. He really is. I promise you guys. He's another guy that doesn't have an offensive line. He has literally less than a second to throw the ball.
Or talent.
And he has David Montgomery as his running back. He has no good receivers.
He's got Mooney.
I don't know. Huh?
He's got Mooney. Darnell Mooney.
See? They know when to use it. That's it for the games. Tonight we have Bills and Titans. I don't expect much from the Titans today. I expect the Bills to be dominant. Hopefully Derrick Henry can have a nice game today. And then when we come back from commercial break, I'll talk about the Eagles and Vikings because we have some more sad news about Derek Barnett. But I think it's going to be an exciting game tonight. We'll really get to see our press coverage against Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. We have 2 good matchups, Darius Slay on Jefferson, and then we got James Bradbury on Thielen on the other side, so that'll be a really good matchup. But I'll talk more about it after this quick commercial break. In a world.
Where's everyone? I'm your host, Daniel.
That is terrible.
Where movies and trivia collide.
I'm a vampire.
Twilight.
2 ridiculously good-looking game show hosts
I'm your host, Daniel.
And I am Joshua Martin.
will tackle the challenge of being the best at movie trivia.
All right, this is about a board game that comes to life.
This guy repeats his day over and over and over again.
The power of Christ compels you.
Movie Wars. Shout out to, I gotta see where this team plays at. Oh, Las Vegas Aces. Shout out to the Las Vegas Aces. They just won that WNBA Finals. Their head coach is the first year head coach and won Coach of the Year. Brought to them to their first ever championship. Congratulations to her. I'm sorry, I don't know her name right now. That's probably bad by me. But we'll get into the Eagles and Vikings. If we can pull up that first image. Before I pull it up, shout out to Eagles Wire for making this graphic because I got a little lazy this weekend. I didn't make a graphic for today. But we got a beautiful game tonight. Philly against Minnesota. In Minnesota. No, it's not. I think it's in Philly. It is in Philly. So whoever made this graphic needs to flip it around. But thank you for making the graphic, Eagles Wire. I did not ask for anything, but hopefully they'll let us have it. I should not be saying this live. But the game's tonight, 8:30. It's on ABC because I think that's the partnership with ESPN. I think it's on ABC Network and on ESPN Plus if you guys have that. So like I said, beautiful coverage against Jefferson and Adam Thielen. We have James Bradbury we picked up from the Giants, and then Darius Slay covering him. We got to look over the top, but we have C.J. Gardner now, so hopefully we'll have more coverage. We got rid of Anthony Harris. Marcus Epps looked kind of nice against Week 1. I'm not really a big fan of him, but hopefully with C.J. Gardner in the back, he'll have a little help, I should say. I know we got to work on the middle of the field. Nakobe Dean, hopefully I'll see more of him tonight. Some sad news. We lost Derek Barnett. Season-ending injury. Really tough loss on his side. We do have a strong defensive line, but he's a very key opponent, very key part of that. But we have Fletcher Cox, we have Jordan Davis now, we have Brandon Graham. So we should be good. It's just a really tough loss for us. Kirk Cousins, I don't know what to expect of him tonight. We'll see what happens. He's always a wild card. Never know what he's going to do tonight. He might throw 500 yards. He might have 5 interceptions. We'll never know. Jalen Hurts, hopefully we can see him throw the ball a little tonight. Obviously, we have a really good run game with Miles Sanders and Jalen Hurts being a dual threat quarterback, but I would like to see Devontae Smith be in the action tonight. He didn't have anything last week, so I'd like to see him play tonight.
The second best Bama receiver.
Second best Bama receiver.
Yes.
No.
100%.
No. Who won the Heisman? I know Waddle got injured.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who laid an egg last week against the Lions?
We beat the Lions.
And who laid an egg?
That doesn't matter. We still beat the Lions.
Yes, it does.
We still beat the Lions.
Just accept that he's second best.
So, we got Devontae Smith. Hopefully he can get reception yards this week. We got A.J. Brown, who is a dirty dog. A dirty dog. He's a grown man. I'm so glad we picked him up from Tennessee. And I think that's it. I think it's just going to be an exciting game tonight. It's in Lincoln Financial Field. Hopefully the crowd will be rowdy tonight. Primetime game. I do have... My picks last week were terrible. I'll say that right now. I went 6 of 8 so far without the 2 games tonight. The 2 games, I picked the Eagles winning tonight just because we have home field advantage. I'm kind of scared for tonight. I'll admit that. And then I had the Bills winning. But so far, I'm 6 of 8 for this week. Just because of all the games. I had the Chargers over the Chiefs. Bleh. Jets came back. Bleh. Giants won somehow. Patriots, Steelers, toss-up. I'm 16-12 so far. But trust me with my picks for next week, people. Browns, all right, I'm going to go over this quick because I'm running out of time, I believe. Browns and Steelers for week 2. I got the Steelers. I got the Steelers running that one up the butt against the Browns. I think it's in Cleveland, but I have the Steelers winning that one. Bills and Dolphins, that one's in Miami. That's going to be an exciting game. The only reason I have Dolphins for that one is because it's going to be a 1 o'clock game for whatever reason. I think that should be Sunday Night Football. I got the Dolphins winning that one, though.
You're picking Dolphins?
I'm picking Dolphins.
Wow.
I had the Bills at first, but I'm picking Dolphins. Dolphins are going to win. (35-31) with 34-31 with a last-minute field goal. And Bills have a chance to bring it all the way downfield, but they run out of time. Or they just run out of time. Commanders and Eagles. I got the Eagles on that one. I'm sorry, Carson Wentz, but we're going to destroy you.
Carson Wentz revenge game.
Texans and Bears. I have the Bears on that one. Texans look really nice with Davis Mills, but obviously he's not the franchise quarterback. That team is just in full, what is it called when you redo a team?
Rebuild?
Yeah, they're in full rebuild mode. Full rebuild mode. Bill O'Brien just messed up that whole place. Titans and Raiders. I got the Raiders on that one. I don't know what to expect of the Titans this year. I guess I got to wait until tonight against they play the Bears. But they lost against the Giants in week 1. So I have the Raiders over the Titans because I think the Raiders are a good team with Devontae Adams and Derek Carr. They just have a little bit of a rough start. They have a new head coach, Josh McDaniel, as well, so it's a little bit of a slow start for them. Colts and Chiefs. I got the Chiefs, obviously. Colts are, I don't know what to say, but the Chiefs are always the Chiefs. Mahomes. Suck. Hate it. I hate it, but it's whatever. Lions and Vikings. Yes, the Lions are good, but I have the Vikings winning that one.
I got the Lions putting up a big fight, though.
Oh, it's going to be a fight. That one's probably going to be a close game, too. I got 28-27 on that one.
Who's at
I'll say
home?
the Lions miss a PAT, and that's how they lose it. But they will put up a fight.
Who's at home?
That's a good question. I should have my analysis ready, right, I guess? That kind of worked. It's in Minnesota. So, yeah, I think the Vikings will. Skull Nation. Patriots and Ravens. That one's in Foxborough, but I do have Ravens for that one as well. I think Lamar Jackson's pissed off after what happened yesterday. Jets and Bengals. It's in New York, but look out for Joe Burrow. I know he's going to be pissed off. Jamar Chase is probably going to have 278 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns next game. That just popped in my head, so look for that to happen.
I don't know. Now, if they decimate that line.
I don't know. I got the Jets over the Bengals next week, though. Yeah. Panthers and Saints. Panthers look terrible this year. Baker Mayfield ain't it. They better start Sam Darnold soon because Baker's just mediocre. So I got the Saints winning that one. They put up a fight against Brady for the first half, but Baby Brady smacking down his Surface Pros the whole game. He got angry last game. Who else do we got? We got Jaguars and Chargers. So like I said, I picked the Chargers for that one. I might mix it up. I might pick the Jaguars. It depends on if they start Justin Herbert or not. If they play Justin Herbert against the Jags, yes, the Chargers will win. But if they don't, I got the Jaguars in that game. It's in San Diego, but it's in LA Chargers. It's in the Chargers' home, but they have no home field.
Is Keenan Allen playing?
I don't know what's up with him.
Is he injured?
I don't know, but Mike Williams had a really good game last week. Also, Christian Kirk, he's looking really nice. He's looking like the star receiver for the Jaguars right now. So far in the season, 12 receptions, 195 yards, 2 tuds. I think last game is really where he got all his stats from.
San Diego big.
Rams and Cardinals, that's going to be a good game. I have the Rams winning that one because I don't think the Cardinals... I think that's going to be a good game, actually.
Rams big.
Rams, yeah, I got the Rams winning that one. It's in Arizona, but Cardinals still don't have DeAndre Hopkins, so they still don't have that star player to have them winning a game instead of having to try to catch up and win a game, if that makes sense to anyone out there. We got Falcons and Seahawks. Flip a coin in the air. I don't care who wins that one. I don't know who's going to win that one.
Seahawks.
Yeah. It's in Seattle. I wrote down Falcons. The only reason I wrote down Falcons because I kept trying to scribble out an S that I already started, and the iPad didn't let me scribble out the S. So I'm just going with technology right now and just letting it have Seahawks lose and Falcons win that one. But I think the Seahawks are going to win. It's back in Seattle, home of the 12th man. I know Geno Smith played really good there with the home crowd cheering him on. Falcons have no quarterback. Well, actually, these Marcus Mariota stats are looking pretty nice. But, yeah. Packers and Buccaneers, that's probably the game of the week. I got Buccaneers winning that one. It's in Tampa. Okay, it's in Tampa for that one. Hopefully they don't suspend Mike Evans. If they do, then it's the National Soft League. He's not suspended.
3 games.
Hopefully they don't suspend him. Packers, I hate Aaron Rodgers right now with the passion. I used to like that guy, but now he's just turning into a complete D word. I can't say it.
Aaron Rodgers.
Brady's the GOAT, but Aaron Rodgers is just, I don't know. I just don't like that man now.
Still amazing at football.
He just needs to leave Wisconsin.
He's going to play for the Eagles.
No.
Oh,
No.
You'd take him to the Super Bowl.
No.
That would.
He'll take us to the NFC Championship and lose.
It's Farther than where Hurts is going to take him.
All right, I got to finish my picks, people. 49ers and Broncos. I have the 49ers. What did I write down? I do have the 49ers winning that one because I hate the Broncos with the passion right now. Can you please throw the ball to Jerry Jeudy? God. And then Monday night, Cowboys and Giants. It's in New York, and
I say Giants.
It's in the Meadowlands. I have the Giants winning that one. 35-14.
Wow, that's crazy.
Cowboys are going to be booty. Hopefully tonight's going to be a good game. Vikings versus the Eagles. Catch it 8:30 on ABC tonight. If you want to be on the show, contact me, Bird Talk Radio 2022@gmail.com. Call into the studio, 888-994-4995, Studio A. I need to say this at the beginning of the show. I don't know if anyone's watching out there. I'm pretty sure I have 0 viewers right now, but just call into the show. But this show's over right now. So I'll see you next week, Bird Talk Radio, Mondays at 11 in the morning. Thank you for watching Bird Talk Radio. Again, I am your host, Joshua Martin. If you want to contact me or be on the show, just email me at birdtalkradio2022@gmail.com, or you can call in during the show at 888-994-4995 in Studio A. Have a wonderful day, and remember, go Birds.